Welcome back to your Everyday Dish. We're thrilled you're joining us today on the Everyday Show, and I hope you'll at home, please, go ahead, stand up with us. It is time to stand up. Go ahead. We're going to do the dance. Stand up. It's time to do the time warp. It's just to jump to the left, then a step to the right, with your hands on your hips. You bring your knees in tight. Boy, we need practice. You know who does it right? The cast of Glee. Get this. The entire Glee cast is going to do Rocky Horror.
So nice.
Producers announcing this morning that on October 28th, the whole show will have the Rocky Horror theme. Let's do the time warp again. And better still, they're working to get the stars of the original movie. Barry Bostwick, Meatloaf, and Susan Sarandon will all be on that Glee show. Speaking of Glee, Glee debuts 1 week from today. And on this very show next Tuesday, our entire program will be Gleeified. We're going to get gleeked out. We're going to do our Glee tribute show complete with songs, a show choir, and interviews with the cast. So spread the word. We're going to go Glee. Of course, the symbol is this for Glee, and my producer just went, whatever. What it? You not a Glee fan? Come on, pal. Okay, good.
He does like it.
You know, oftentimes my life reminds me of a Winona Judd song. Strong, bittersweet, and lots of hair extensions.
Pretty lies and alibis. How could I be so blind?
Yeah, I adore Winona, and she's going to be live on Oprah today. You got to watch 4 p.m. today, Winona on Oprah. And here's the best part. Winona is also coming to Denver. She'll take center stage at Western Fantasy next month.
Oh, that's great.
I'm going to be one of the hosts of the show there at Western Fantasy, so go ahead and get your tickets, westernfantasy.com. Winona is coming to Denver. I do not personally know Winona. However, I have met and I am dear friends with Miss Shanita Lawyer. That is Denver's top Winona drag queen, okay? I happen to know the top Winona drag queen in the entire region.
Wow.
Shanita Lawyer.
Shanita.
And I'll get to meet the real Winona 1 month from now. Of course, speaking about Oprah, we told you yesterday morning, we broke the news that Oprah was taking her whole audience to Australia, and now there may be some controversy about that trip.
Maybe I should take all of you with me to the other side of the world.
I love Oprah, but come on, Oprah. Enough's enough.
Spit it out.
So here's the deal. Oprah says she's taken all the audience to Australia, but now the taxpayers in Australia are going to have to foot the bill of $3 million to bring the show and produce the show down under. The tourism minister says it's money well spent because Oprah will publicize the continent and publicize tourism, but they're investing $3 million for Oprah to come down there. You believe that?
Wow.
And by the way, as I mentioned yesterday, we are thrilled on this show, Natalie and I, we are taking all of you at home on a round trip, all expense paid trip to Commerce City. Nothing. Okay. How about this? A round trip to Los Angeles. We take you there live every day. TMZ.com. Dax, good to see you. What's going on, my friend?
Not too much. I wouldn't mind going to Australia with Oprah, though. That sounds kind of fun.
Dax, you're a Colorado guy. What about going to Greeley or Commerce City? No?
I'll take Australia.
Hey, big story, of course, Dax, today is George Michael. Some breaking news. This dude is going to be behind bars.
He is. He's going for 8 weeks. He walked into courthouse this morning, and the judge sentenced him to 8 weeks, and this is for driving under the influence of drugs. He was high on weed when he crashed his car into like a Photoshop building, and the judge didn't really like that, so he said, look, you're going to jail. Have fun for 8 weeks.
You know what? This is hopefully, he's had so many troubles with driving under the influence and breaking the law. You think this might be able to turn him around?
It's George Michael. I mean,
Yeah, you're right.
What else do you want? He's been to jail so many times at this point. You think one of them would have, like, you know, snapped in and he would have realized that he was going down the wrong path. But whatever, we'll see what happens.
Keep our fingers crossed for the guy. I feel sorry for him. He's got addiction issues. Hey, what is this about someone trying to sabotage American Idol?
Well, this is what we're hearing, is that there's someone high up that is kind of trying to sabotage American Idol in regards to Jennifer Lopez and her being on the show. There's someone out there that keeps putting out these negative stories about J-Lo, her having these crazy diva demands and all this to sabotage her show, when in reality there has not been any big, huge diva demands. She's trying to negotiate her contract, and they're working through it, and it looks like she'll be on the panel next week, but it's literally just negotiations, and they say it's someone that's bitter with Idol that keeps feeding the media all these negative stories about her to try to bring the show down.
All right. Why they got to bring the show down? We have the same problem here. People spread rumors about us, try to bring us down. Oh, only
That's just you, Chris, calling in from a back line.
Yeah, right. Have you heard the latest? Dax, good to see you. TMZ.com, my favorite website. Dax, a Colorado guy, making it big there in Los Angeles. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Hey, you know, this program here reminds me actually a lot of Seinfeld. Natalie is Elaine.
Oh.
I'm Costanza. Newman.
What?
There's my Newman right there. Can we show? There's
there
Newman,
he
right?
is,
He
yeah.
even looked like Newman. No, I'm kidding. You're Jerry. That's our producer. What about Kramer, though? Bad news for Kramer. The actor, Michael Richards, is actually in some hot water. He's being sued. A paparazzi photographer claims that Kramer confronted him, and in the lawsuit alleges that Kramer punched him, kicked him, dropped him to the ground. LA police say there's no record, actually, of charges ever being filed, but the lawsuit is moving forward. Okay, everybody, go ahead. Clap if you believe in fairies. Clap if you believe. Clap. Clap. Thank you. You can stop clapping. One guy does believe in fairies. He's the Denver native and brainchild behind Tinkerbell. Now get this. Tinkerbell and the Great Fairy Rescue is about to come out on DVD. Director Brad Raymond put the whole thing together. He's big with Disney. He's a Denver native, born and raised. We got the dish and spoke to Brad about whether he might just let his Colorado roots influence Tinkerbell. Is there any chance we could maybe set a future Tinkerbell movie in Denver, Colorado?
Absolutely, but I think it would have to be in Mile High Stadium or in Vesco Field at Mile High, but it's always Mile High Stadium for me. But yes, I think we should, and maybe, you know, Kyle Orton should be the star, definitely. So, you know, I have some thoughts.
Tinkerbell is a Broncos fan.
Yeah, I mean, I think I wish she can sprinkle pixie dust on Elvis Dumerville's, you know, injury so he can get back on the field.
Hey, who knew? That's an exclusive.
Great.
Tinkerbell is going to sprinkle pixie dust on Mile High
Whatever
Stadium.
works. We don't care.
Next week, we're going to give away the brand new DVDs, and we're also going to talk to the stars who lent their voices, including Raymond Simone, That's So Raven,
yeah.
and Michael Sheen.
Great.
Speaking of movies, it's the story of a girl who gets a bad reputation and becomes the outcast of her high school. Sound like your senior year?
No.
It's actually Easy A. The movie opens Friday. We went to Hollywood to give you the Colorado exclusive, and I'm going to say this again. It's the best movie I've seen in a year.
You loved this. You unexpectedly loved this.
I thought it was going to be dumb.
I know. You told me I'm not so sure
It's
about this one.
brilliant, funny, witty. That girl, Emma Stone, is going to be the next biggest thing in
Yep.
Hollywood. She's just fantastic. So how about we give you free tickets to go see the show?
Great.
Right now, what you want to do is text the word everyday and your zip code to 43549. Every day in your zip to 43549, and you'll get a free advanced screening to the movie tonight.
Good.
So good luck to all of you. Go ahead, text away, and I hope you see the movie because you're going to love it. Speaking of movies, they go together like peaches and cream, sweet little grandma's knitting, and the village of the damned.
They're not human. They ought to be destroyed. Forces put to such sinister use that it became a national
How about it?
emergency.
As part of the library's Fresh Life series, no joke, they're hosting a different kind of sewing circle tonight. Knitters are going to get together at the library tonight and knit one, purl two, all while watching Village of the Damned. Does that sound like a party or what?
Wow.
It goes down at 5:30 tonight at the Central Library, 10 West 14th. Go ahead, enjoy Village of the Damned while you knit some socks for your
sounds great.
grandkids.
Why not?
Why not?